Now, learning the saxophone is not an express highway. You can't microwave good sound. You can't overnight or Amazon good technique. Hi, you cool cats. Kadrian here, the Sax Habit Coach, bringing you the best tips, tools, and ideas to help you as a beginner saxophone player develop the practice habits and routines to master your saxophone faster. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing. Now, these days of high-speed internet, overnight delivery, fast cars and fast foods, get rich quick mentality, everyone seems to be in a mad rush, and learning to play the saxophone is no exception. Now, everyone wants to be a superstar overnight, and lots of guys wish they could snap their fingers and be able to play their sax like Coltrane or Sonny Rollins. The truth is, you cannot microwave a great sound, good playing technique, nor be masterful by going fast. So let me break down 5 benefits you will experience by practicing to play your saxophone slowly. So by playing slowly, number 1, you will be able to develop good finger technique, because you will be able to keep your fingers glued to the keys on your sax, and that in the long run will allow you to play with finesse, especially when you have to play a fast piece or passage of music. Number 2, by playing slow, you will be able to practice and play mistake free. And by playing slowly, your brain will be able to calibrate and calculate as to the next key or correct note that you are to play. So when you play a passage or melody or a scale several times perfectly, then your brain will wire it in as the right and correct way to play at all times. Now, perfect practice makes perfect playing. And as Rachmaninoff said, the most efficient manner in learning to memorize a piece seems to be the one which proceeds in an error-free manner. He believed that if we never practice a mistake, the chances are we wouldn't perform one either. Hence, he was known for excruciatingly slow practice, like setting a metronome on the slowest tempo, moving only incrementally upon successful completion of a musical passage. Now, what you should understand is that our brain doesn't distinguish bad habits from good ones. It does its job of learning patterns faithfully, good or bad. And as Daniel Coyle puts it, slow and repetitive practice is deep practice. He says that when we slow down, our brain can pay deeper attention to the neural circuits being formed and myelinated. Now, he cites an example of a New York Music Academy where a professor told students that if what you're practicing is recognizable, then you are playing it too quickly. Okay? And we all know the legend Mozart. He was known to repeat a musical passage 10 times or more, and his father would place 10 dried peas in Wolfgang's left coat pocket, and after each successful attempt, a pea would be moved to the right pocket. And of course, any failure, even on the 10th repetition, would have all the peas moved back to the left pocket, and young Wolfgang had to begin the process over. What an encouragement to slow down and play a passage perfectly, right? Number 3, you will be able to learn faster. You will increase your learning speed by 100% or more. Why? Because you make little to no mistakes. And when you practice slowly, you will learn the music faster and spend less time trying to correct errors, because it's harder to correct several bad habits or errors in your playing than it is to play slowly and correctly. Number 4, playing slowly equals speed. Because you practice to play slowly and correctly, when the time comes for you to really play fast, your brain will adjust to the tempo, and so will your fingers. They will just play the right notes and the right keys because you have wired it in. I have experienced this one for myself several times over. Now, the biggest mistake I see beginners make when it comes to playing is trying to play fast. Now, learning the saxophone is not an express highway. You can't microwave good sound. You can't overnight or Amazon good technique. It takes hard work, practice, and patience. Also, you can hide from mistakes when you play fast, but slow down your playing to a point where you can hear note for note, and you will realize the missing link that's in your playing technique. Number 5, when you practice to play slowly, you will be able to have a better sound quality because again, you are able to pay attention to every detail of the way you sound, and this is by far one of the most important components of playing the saxophone. It's hardly likely that you will be able to critically evaluate your sound if you always play everything fast. Now, one of the things I want you to understand is that the only person you are competing with is yourself, as there will always be someone who will be able to play better than you do. So enjoy the journey, right? Enjoy the process as you seek to develop your saxophone playing skills. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently, according to Tony Robbins. Remember, push, play until something happens.